format, but fortune does not seem to be favoring the India women's hockey team when you have to look at it, because in the inaugural Hockey Fives World Cup that was held in Oman, India had made a very spirited run as they reached the final. But as always, they faced the behemoth, the Dutch. The Netherlands, the latest breaking news update with the match which has just concluded in Muscat, Oman, is that the India women's hockey team have lost 7-2 to the Netherlands in the final of the inaugural Hockey Fives World Cup that was been held here. Now remember, the Hockey Fives is a very novel format in hockey. If you have to look at it, traditional 60-minute, 15 quarter, 4 quarters, it's the test match of hockey. This Hockey Fives tournament is actually, if you look at it, a T20 like format. Simple rules that are there in this Hockey Fives tournament is that the field is smaller. There are boards which are there on the corners. There is no ball that is going out unless it goes over those billboards. Second, the playing size is smaller and you can only score a goal once you are away from your own half. There is no D in this particular hockey field. There is a penalty stroke that can be taken. There is a corner that can be taken in the 10-meter line. There is a 10-meter line, and after that you can take a goal, a shotted goal or anything, but beyond your own half and in the 10-meter line for a long pass. So simply 2 quarters of 15 minutes each. Instead of 60 minutes, this takes 30 minutes. And because of this is a new novel format that hockey wants to just innovate into. And 2024, not just the men, but the women are also going to play the Hockey Fives World Cup. Now, this Hockey Fives World Cup, India women's team had a very spirited run. They overcame a strong Poland 5-4. They bounced back from being 3-1 down against the US to win by a big margin. Then they also thrashed New Zealand 11-1. They thrashed South Africa 6-3. But the Dutch are one of the greatest hockey teams that are there in the world at this point in time. Both the men and the women are currently ranked world number 1 in hockey for a reason. The talent that is there, the talent that is totally, and the skill set that the Dutch possess is simply magnificent. So, in the first half itself, 6 goals were scored by the Dutch. And thanks to the likes of Geeky Kinneman. Kinneman is one of the top goalkeepers, if you want, in the Hockey Fives setup in the Dutch team at this point. So her saving ensured India were kept scoreless. India won the second half 2-1. They scored 2 goals. They staged a late fight back, but unfortunately they conceded 1 more goal. And because of the 6 goals that were scored earlier in the first half, India just could not mount a fight back, and because of that, they lost 7-2. But remember, a deficit like that you can overcome because the goals are shorter, the field of play is shorter. 5 players from each team can only be allowed to play at a certain point of time. So because of this, a scoreline of 6-0 can be done if you are proactive right from the very beginning. But unfortunately, Ranjana, the goalkeeper, she just was not up to the mark. She just conceded some goals. Although in the second half, she stopped a penalty corner also. So that's why, penalty stroke rather. So it was a very, very good clinical performance from the Dutch. And because of this, the Netherlands women's team have completed the Grand Slam when it comes to hockey. They are the World Cup winners. They have won 9 World Cup titles. They have won 9 Olympic medals, including 4 gold. They are the defending world and Olympic champions at this point in time. They are also the European champions. And now they have won the Hockey Fives Tournament World Cup as well. Not just the women, even the men's team are also going to play shortly in the next couple of days as well. From the 28th onwards, they are going to be playing. So it's going to be very, very important to see how it goes. The women's team can be quite proud of the fact that they managed to get to the final, and they kind of put up a good fight against the Dutch, but only in the second half, not in the first half. So that's why this unique Hockey Fives, if you have to look at it, this Hockey World Cup is a good indication that this tournament, this kind of format in hockey can actually evolve and make for good viewing. As I mentioned, smaller playing ground, only 5 hockey players allowed per team. There is, if you can score a goal, you have to go beyond your half and then you can go for goal at any distance. Unlike in hockey, traditional hockey, where you have to score from the D. There is a penalty stroke and a free pass that you can take from the 10-meter line from the goal. And that is why it is a big, big innovation if you look at it. Kudos to the FIH for pulling up such an innovation. But formats may change, sports may change, but the Dutch continue to dominate hockey. They are the best hockey side in the world at this point in time, along with Belgium. So that's why kudos to India for at least putting up a fight. Hockey Fives is not an easy tournament, not an easy format, but they have made it to the final on the back of good wins against USA, Poland. Then you've got South Africa and New Zealand. And after that, now you tried against the Dutch, but unfortunately it failed. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.